Hi, you've clicked onto today's tropical tidbit for Sunday. Over here in the Atlantic, nothing going on in the deep tropics at all. Pretty empty ocean out there right now, but it will not remain that way for long. First of all, zooming in here, close to home, guess what this is over here? This is the remnants of Tropical Depression 5 sitting over southeastern Alabama, coming back south-southeast over here towards the Florida Panhandle. Notice the thunderstorms going off in a band over here over the water. This is something that was talked about last week, the possible reincarnation, second coming of TD5, coming back over the Gulf here and trying to come back into Louisiana a second time as it gets stuck under the ridge and gets forced back south. Now this is an interesting situation because instead now, back when it came in its first landfall, the upper ridge was sitting over here. You had easterly shear on this side, you had an upper low going by down here. Actually, there was another one up here also toying with it, and it wasn't a great situation for this to wind up. It actually became a nice little system before coming into the New Orleans area over here, but it didn't have time to really wind up. Now, if this comes down over the Gulf and gets sufficiently far enough out and tries to come back in, it could get a good 36, 48 hours over water. And now, if you notice the high clouds, the ridge is building right over the system and pressing down because of the jet stream to the north. So there's going to be ridging right over this area. And this is a situation where homegrown mischief can really try to wind up in a hurry. And although this probably won't come too far out to be a really big problem, if this was coming all the way out and coming over here, I'd be really concerned, honestly. But since it's coming out just a little bit and then coming in here, probably doesn't have time to become too significant of a problem. But I could see this looking better at its second landfall than it did the first. So I have to watch this. You can see the center coming down today, and we'll see this be coming over water probably sometime tomorrow. Here's the radar look at it. You can see the rotation still well defined over the land over here. Center coming down towards the banding thunderstorms that are firing out over this very warm water over the northern Gulf. So I'll have to keep an eye on this for sure. Now out over here, our next problem comes from Africa, and the wave train hasn't been that active over the last couple of weeks, but we've got a big setup right here. There's this wave right here at the end of the loop showing very well defined mid-level rotation. This has been a wave that I've been tracking ever since eastern Sudan over here has come all the way across the continent, and this is something that could be trouble. It's got another tropical wave strung out in front of it, and this is going to be building the moisture over here near the Cape Verde Islands. And despite the latitude of this thing, this is coming off way far to the north over here. You can probably see it try to start getting a low going right near the Cape Verde Islands and going straight west from there, getting up all the way to 20 north right away, which is something that I'll talk about later will be key down the road. But this would normally be coming off into all this dry air and not developing. You don't get many things to develop if they come off at the latitude of the islands, but with this wave coming off right now ahead of it, you're getting all this moisture in here, and that's going to try to fuel this thing, help get it going. The 26 Celsius isotherm for sea surface temperatures approaches the northern islands here, so if it stays just south of that line, you can see it try to develop, but I think it may be a little slow at first to get going. This is also trouble behind it. This is another problem down the road. But over here, this is the GFS day 8. You can see it blows up the thing over here in the central Atlantic. Big major hurricane over here from the wave. It develops it way out here right away, and tries to blow it up pretty fast. I think it might be a little too fast, but this is what the GFS has been really consistent on. This is what I was showing you a week ago with the GFS ensembles, showing this coming across and getting into this area of the world. Now the GFS does show this recurving on out pretty fast over here, and this would be accurate if this developed this fast, came off this far north. It might come off north, come west-southwest a little if it stays weak, and then come out. But we're looking like we might have a trough in here. The pattern is still building towards ridging in this area of the world, but you can get troughs that come in here as that pattern develops, because you can start building it back here. The trough comes out in front, and these things will go out. This behind it needs to be watched. That's that other wave I was showing you, because this could be a sneaker down to the south, and this one could get caught in the pattern and try to develop. This is the Europeans. Look at it day 10. Here's the storm over here approaching 60 west and already at 23 north. This is a storm that will likely recurve. You see something like this over here. It's still possible that this tries to build in over here, this ridge, and this gets caught underneath, especially if it's weaker. But this is something where I think if it crosses 20 north before making it to 60 west, it'll probably try to go out. The European has it coming out over here, staying weak, drifting west-southwest, which would make sense, and then coming out like this. And the run doesn't go any farther than this, but I can almost bet that it's showing recurvature after this point. And another interesting thing to notice is that with this trough over here, this is going out pretty fast over here, and this is building in. This ridge over here, and remember, this is the kind of pattern where with the cold PDO, the La Nina, and all this stuff, you're favoring ridging over here in this area of the world. So this is building in pretty darn fast. This is lifting out pretty darn fast. You might want to watch over here to see if something's left behind. If this is a storm that develops quick, recurves before 60 west, you could see something try to get going here, homebrew mischief. With an old front and this trough split going on over here. So you might want to watch off the southeast coast regardless of whether this ends up in here or not. You might still want to watch for homegrown mischief if it's far enough away recurving. If it comes too close like this, you won't see anything over here. But if it comes out east of 60, you want to watch over here for trough splitting. And remember, this is the GFS ensemble still showing the ridge building back in over here. So even if the first one recurves, there is trouble. And here it is showing the second system 2 weeks out coming right into the coast over here. And yes, this was shown with the first one, and it might have busted. We don't know for sure yet, but if it did bust, it's still showing the pattern. You get this ridge building over here, teleconnected nicely with the troughing over the eastern Gulf of Alaska and western U.S. coast. This is something to watch for with this pattern building in, the MJO supplying upward motion now coming into our area of the world, likely to stay. This is something you got to watch for, and it's starting the train of storms, and this time it's probably for real, all these storms coming one after another on the model. The GFS shows 3 forming before the end of the month. The new European, the ECMWF European Center forecast for the Atlantic hurricane season calls for 13 named storms after September 1st. So we've already had 3. All we need is 2 more, plus 13 after September 1st, and we're up to my forecast of 18 named storms. It's not that hard, and the European has a good track record on being accurate on the Atlantic hurricane season and the parameters involved. So some food for thought over there. This pattern can get going in a hurry. You can see a lot of activity. This is the kind of pattern that can lead to U.S. landfalls, trouble coming underneath the ridge. Always watch out, and we'll see if this recurves or not. Still a little too far out to say, but we'll be watching this for sure. The African wave train is starting to get active, and we'll be watching these things as they come off. The Cape Verde season is ready to roll, and we'll see how this goes. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.